Hey guys, this is JohnyTechReview. Today I have a quick review for you of this Syma X5SW. This is an FPV quadcopter that's designed to use with your mobile device. So it has a built-in camera here that you can mount on the unit, and this camera will transmit a Wi-Fi video signal to your wireless device. For my testing, I use this on the iPhone 5S and then the iPhone 6 Plus, and that works fine, but I'm going to get into detail about the FPV a little bit later. So first, let's show you what comes with the unit. You have the quadcopter itself. It comes with 4 legs that you have to install, and then you have 2 batteries. You have a charger, which is just a USB cable to one of these little chargers. You have 4 extra set of blades. You have the camera itself. You have the user manual. This user manual has some pretty good detailed instructions, so do read it for safety and also how to operate the unit. You have the little screwdriver to mount everything, and then you have 4 blade guards. Originally I have these installed, but then I removed them because I did not like them too much. I'll explain a little bit later about that. And then finally you have the controller here. As you can see, here's the transmitter, and you have your typical up down for throttle, left right to turn, and then also here you have your roll and pitch over here. You also have this little attachment here, which is a little clip to the antenna, and just give you the ability to add the phone right on top right now. Up top you also have 2 buttons. One is for different speed control, and then the other one is for headless mode. Originally I have everything installed. The camera is pretty easy to install. There's a little slot here. You just slide into the little spot here, click into place, and it doesn't go anywhere. And then you just add this cable right here, as you can see. I like the leg on this unit because it gives you a lot of distance, so that the camera will stay away from the ground, and you're not gonna, when you crash it, you're not gonna damage the camera. These 2 batteries here take about 80 minutes to charge them each, and using this cable here, it might take a while. So what I did is I have one of these little unit here, got one of these extra unit here that I will link in the description below. This will let you have the ability to charge up to 4 devices using a little cable input. It's also a USB port input. You take about 2.4 amp, and it can now put to all 4 ports at a time here. So it's pretty nice. It's a lot faster using it to charge it, so you can charge them in parallel. So here's the place. You can see the one thing that's different from this unit and many other units is that this unit here has all white blade, which to me can be a little bit confusing. I like the different color blade because that help you to kind of see orientation, especially when you're in the air. However, you flip over, you can see here you have your color coded LED. So you can see here red is forward, and then these blue here are backward, and that can also be noticed, you can see with the camera right here. Originally I have these blade guard installed, but the reason I took them off was because I feel like they were too docile with this blade guard on. They definitely help to not damage your blade, but you take these off, you have a little bit more maneuverability, and I do like that, so I took this off. I've been flying a quadcopter for a while now, so I feel pretty comfortable taking them off. But if you are new to this, suggest you keep these on so that they don't damage your blade when you crash into things, because this will stop you from crashing into things and also crashing into people and hurting them. This really will help. So you will use a screwdriver to tighten those blade guard, and also to add the leg here for a little screw that will keep it in place. Another thing I really like about this unit is the battery compartment. Let me show you. The battery compartment is actually quite large, and make me think that I can actually install a much bigger battery if I can find one that's higher capacity. But you put one of these batteries in here, as you can see, it's lying very comfortable with a lot of room, and then you just put a cable in there and push everything back in place there, and there's still plenty of room, as you can see, just like that. So once you have the battery in, you can power on the unit using the button at the bottom here. You can see it will start blinking really fast, and then you can turn on a transmitter just like this, and then you can pair it. You can see right now, up, down, and now it's good. So if I give it a little bit of power here, you can see start moving, and during that time the camera is also getting ready because it's getting power from the unit, as you can see right here. So while the camera is in that blinking mode before you sync it, you can see here there's the FPV setup, FPV Wi-Fi here. You can just connect to it. There's no password or anything, it will connect. So as you can see here, it's called Syma FPV. Just launch that guy, and then here's the app, and when you start up, you can just basically press start right here, and then you get the live feed camera. You can see here, here's my hand, kind of give you an idea how fast that is. So right now, because being very near to it, the response is very good. It's almost instantaneously, as you can see here. But when I play outside my house here, I do have a lot of Wi-Fi signal around this area. There is a small delay. So the FPV is using 2.4 GHz, and using it around here, going far away. After I pass about 50 feet, the delay can be between 3 to 4 seconds, which is quite bad. So I wouldn't use that for FPV. It's nice to have it for framing, so you can record stuff. And by the way, you do recording by using it in here in the app, so you can press record right here and you start recording, and there's a timer at the bottom here kind of show you an idea. And that recorded into the phone here, and they record I think at VGA quality. Just the way FPV are designed, they do not want to record on the onboard camera because that way this doesn't have enough processing power to also do that and send the signal over to be good enough. You will find out with most FPV system the recording will be done on the receiver here. So you can see here the feed is not bad. Again, I want to show you. Just put my hand up and down here. It's pretty much almost instantaneous at this point. Speaking of range, this guy can do over 100 feet with no problem. I have gone over 120, 130 feet, and you can still use them pretty good. I haven't got a chance to go out to a big part to go further testing, but so far with all the range stuff, I've been playing around my area, and that's pretty good range in this guy. One thing I do want to point out between this guy and something like the Syma X5C, which I have also here, another version here, you can see the X5C is a little bit smaller. And the X5C actually to me is pretty fun to play with, but yes, it's a little bit more heavy and it's actually pretty steady. Using the battery there, I was able to get between 8 to 9 minutes of playtime with the FPV system at best, and when I took the FPV off along with the play guard off here, I was able to get a little bit more out of it. So that's why having extra battery is really nice. You can swap them out after you're done playing with them. So like I said earlier, this unit is slightly a bit more heavy, especially when you mount everything in place. So with that said, in the low speed, there's 3 different speed mode. You can control that with this button up top here, and when you press this button here, you switch between the low speed to medium speed to high speed, and the high speed is where you want to be because the low speed is really slow in this guy and it really go over really slowly. So I used to play in the high speed, and even the high speed, the pitch rate is not very strong in this guy, so it will fight the wind pretty good, but trying to go really fast when you use unit is not something that I see doing a lot. You can climb up really high and kind of try to do a dive down, and that's kind of pretty cool and fun, but still because of the big heavy design here, it doesn't really dive that well compared to some of the other smaller units. Overall, it's a pretty cool little unit. I love the silver color, and the FPV system is okay, but in my opinion it's not very useful for people who really want to fly FPV because of the lag when you go greater than 50 feet. The rest of the unit is made out of plastic, of course, and it's pretty well built. The leg is really nice and give you a lot of space here. So I definitely will start mounting some other camera on this and see how well that works. So I hope this short little review helped you in your budget decision. If you have any question, let me know in the comment below, and as always, stay tuned for future review. Thank you.